Got it and done. All righty, y'all. Peace and greetings to y'all. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam. I am Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey here in Morocco at Northwestern Maxim. How are you? Guys, I'd like to welcome you to our AstroCivics Sunday Holy Koran, the Holy Koran Devotional Countdown. This is AstroCivics Sunday 49, and this is our Holy Koran Devotional Countdown. We're now at chapter 25, guys. Degree 25 for those of us that enjoy looking at it as the degree, correct? So we're here looking at chapter 25, all right? About to go on into this one, guys. And with that being said, what is chapter 25, right? It is the Holy Covenant for the Asiatic nation, right? And so I am here, right? We're ready to go in on this. And as we all know, I am here with my magnificent and beloved brother, whom roll please, and he is
Islam, broski doski, Islam, with a shining leaf. Hell, you already know that all is well. And you know, the bros, they also do that other appellation. What was that? What was it?
Always fun. Let's get it. Guys, we just want to jump right into this. We're not going to waste any time. We're just going to get right into our invocation end. I think since it's Sunday, I'm starting off on the invocation end. Brother Sean's got the first letter to be read in every meeting. I got the second letter to be read in every meeting. And then Brother Sean will close out with the invocation out. So let's just jump right into this. All righty. Boom. Shakalaka. Alrighty, guys. So we're here at the Moorish Holy Temple of Science Administrative Functions, pages 48 and 49. On page 48 is our invocation and term, the Moorish American prayer. Of course, you see on page 49 is our authority by which we do, as we do being Moorish American. As you know, and I know our authority is for the Moorish Holy Temple of Science. Alrighty, adopting it as its corporate name to assist beings that are coming from that dead mindset in being Negro, Black, colored, African American, in order to facilitate in beings getting to, getting back to that mindset pertaining to the ancient foremothers and forefathers so that their days are long upon the earthland. The Moorish Holy Temple of Science adopted as its corporate name, Moorish Science Temple of America, to do so. That is what it's specifically for. That's it, that's all. And we trust people will do their due diligence in studying and make sure that they're clear on that's what it exactly is. All right. So with that being said, guys, as you can see on page 48, handsomely standing due guard in his Moorish fez, all righty, and Nabab, right? His Prophet Noble Drew Ali, founder, all righty, founder, right, of the Moorish Science Temple of America by way of a civic organization, Moorish Holy Temple of Science, adopting as its corporate name, Moorish Science Temple of America. If anyone tells you anything different, caveat emptor, buyer beware. All right. So with that being said, I want to zoom in here, and just below where Prophet Noble Drew Ali's feet is on a 45-degree angle is our invocation in term to Moorish American prayer. We're going to extend all 5 appendages on the left hand, just the index in the middle on the right. We're going to face east, all righty. And facing east directionally is symbolic to the metaphysical facing east. East is within, so we're going to hold this up, 5 on the left, 2 on the right, with our feet on the 45. And you can repeat after me either aloud or in ye heart as I recite the Moorish American prayer. Islam.
Islam.
Islam. Allah, the Father of the universe.
Allah, the Father of the universe.
Father of love.
Father of love.
Truth.
Truth.
Peace.
Peace.
Freedom.
Freedom.
And justice.
And justice.
Allah is my protector.
Allah is my protector.
My guide.
My guide.
And my salvation.
And my salvation.
By night.
By night.
And by day.
And by day.
Through his holy prophet.
Through his holy prophet.
Noble Drew Ali.
Noble Drew Ali.
Ali. All righty, guys, let's get right on to it. Get to the first letter to be read in every meeting. And we yield the floor to our beloved brother, and whom well please, Brother Sean Mel, Islam.
Islam. The following is a letter written by Prophet Noble Drew Ali on the 18th day of January, 1928 AD, in Old Domini. He commanded that it be read before every meeting. Moor Science Temple of America, Home Office, 3603 Indiana Avenue. Noble Drew Ali founder, Chicago, Illinois, January 18, 1929. To be proclaimed in every meeting. Dear brother, Islam, I am glad to know that I have faithful Moors among you all, and I desire for them to know the truth and the divine truth. There is a host of jealousy about me and the movement now by the same people of our side of the nation that claim it was only a joke and unreal. But now, since they have found out from the government officials and the nations of the earth that this is the only sole foundation that all Asiatics must depend upon for their earthly salvation as an American citizen, and they are working every scheme that they can to disqualify me so they themselves make charge of the situation. I have notified all these things to you long ago in the past. It is through the faithful Moors that contribute to the movement and uplifting funds, and the ones that pay their divine respect to me and the movement will remember. That is why I'm calling upon all faithful Moors to increase their faithfulness to me, your prophet, and your divine Moorish movement. I need finance, and I need it bad. Never before have I needed finance as badly as I do at present, that I may shove aside the discord that is facing the nation. It all comes through jealousy because of my fame and nobility. The nations of the world will not recognize the movement without me, the prophet, being the head. It has been proven by my work in which I have performed in the last few months, because I was at the governor's inauguration to represent the Moorish divine and national movement, and I will be at the inauguration of President Hoover for the same cause. Noble Drew Ali.
Islam. Now getting to the second letter to be read in every meeting, guys. We're taking it from the Moorish literature, excerpts from the Moorish Guide newspaper here on pages 12 and 13. On page 12, again, handsomely standing due guard in his Moor Sharif's fez and Abad's Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And on page 13, divine warning by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Prophet warns all Muslim governors ordered to read proclamation at each meeting. I hereby inform all members that they must end all radical, agitating speeches while at work, in their homes, or on the streets, as well as the internet. We are here for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards at Europeans. It causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be of severe consequence. We are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when these principles are violated, justice must then take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings toward the temple or the prophet, or violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement, will receive their reward from Allah for their unjust deeds. All true Moors will and must obey the laws laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn in their card and button, cease wearing their turban and fez, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the prophet, Noble Drew Ali. And if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet, therefore, is sending out the divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting the prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his people from their sinful ways by order of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Guys, like I said, this one's going to be fairly short, right? I don't even know if we're going to make it to the half an hour mark. However, here at the bottom, it is right there, guys. Chapter 25 looks like chapter XXV, right? So degree 25 only has 5 minutes. In other words, chapter 25 only has 5 verses. A holy covenant of the Asiatic nation, all right? A holy covenant of the Asiatic nation. And in normal fashion, as we do what we do, guys, Brother Sean will be reading the minutes for chapter 25 here. And I will be getting my, yeah, ad-libbing on. I'm serious, member. So we about to get this going. And I yield the floor to our beloved brother in whom we're well pleased, Brother Shanaleen L. Islam.
Islam. All right. Ye are the children of one father, provided for by his care. And the mother hath given you suck.
Look at that. So that means we're all here on earth. Earth is that one breast, right? It's one way of looking at it. The breast of one mother hath given you all suck, right? So technically, we're all kinship on the planet. We all come from one mother, right? And we are the children of one process. We are the children pertaining to one process. Father is the process which mother chooses to bring life to the planet. It's a verb first before it is a noun referring to a male or a son that assisted mother in bringing children forth to this planet. All righty. So we are provided for by mother's energy in action, right? Mother's mindset in action is his, right? So her active care, right? And that's not me being on some weirdo shit. To be completely honest with you, I'm looking at like potential and kinetic energy. Potential, she, her, hers, right? But you want to see mother's energy in action, then that is what he, him, his is. All right, without you trying to attach it to gender, so to speak. But that's not giving people a weirdo excuse to do some non-binary or whatever kind of stupid crap you people are doing and just trying to disrespect nature. I'm looking at his the way that I said, in the fashion of looking at potential and kinetic energy. Potential is mother. Kinetic is son. Potential is she, her, hers. Kinetic is he, him, his. That's it. That's all I'm saying. All righty. And the breast, that which nurtures us, that's earth, pertaining to one mother, earth, right? So the nurturing pertaining to where we all plant seed and get food has given us the means for sustenance. All righty. I yield, bro. Islam.
Islam. Let the bonds of affection, therefore, unite with thy brothers, that peace and happiness may dwell in thy father's house.
Indeed, indeed. So the bonds pertaining to affection, not the bonds pertaining to some mortgage-backed security that's being, done fraudulently and done in the way of human trafficking and racketeering through de facto venues that falsely call themselves courts, that are tied to a Federal Reserve Bank to be able to try to take care of the United States of America corporation's bankruptcy through making people feel like they need to be agents or employees by way of minimum contacts of a birth certificate, social security number, or a business license called a driver's license, and then make those people feel like they need to be Federal Reserve agents by forwarding or advancing Federal Reserve notes through these different instrumentalities, especially when people are being told they've done wrong through these bankruptcy venues that are really just human trafficking venues that are falsely called courts, period. So that's a different kind of bond. So the bonds pertaining to affection is basically us utilizing our first principle, love, because we are to learn to love instead of hate. And if you got to really learn to love instead of hate, that means you're a natural born hater and need to really check that, right? Unite, all righty, unite yourself, right, with your brothers, all righty? Now, let's look at that. That's siblings, right? And again, it's interesting that it's saying brothers, right? So in other words, unite yourself with those that are going to do the action. Even if you're someone who's not going to take action, unite yourself with those that are, right? So even though we're only mothers and sons, however, we can also make it as sisters and brothers. However, the brothers are the ones that are going to be kinetic in their energy, all right? That peace, and happiness. So uniting will be so that peace and happiness. All righty. Peace and happiness are the ones that are struck in the head. It's what dwelling is, just like residents being struck in the head in a stupor. Peace and happiness are in a stupor. You're like, whoa, man, I'm just stuck here because people are uniting, beings are uniting with active Moors, right? They dwell in your processes house, where the process of perpetuating life is taking place. I yield the floor, Islam.
And when ye separate in the world, remember the relation that bindeth you to love and unity, and prefer not a stranger before thy own blood.
Look at that. Look at that. Separating the world. World is like old age, if one was to really break down the term world. So you get separated, in out there, and you allow yourself to, get away from the uniting with your brothers. Make sure it's still in the mind if you separate physically. And if it's separating physically, you need a memory pertaining to that unity and being able to relate. Okay, remember the relation that binds you, right? What's the relation? The bond. What's the binding? The affection. Bonds of affection, binding, right? That binds ye to love and unity. Love and unity. Love and unity. And prefer not a stranger, someone who doesn't think like you, someone who isn't about declaring, proclaiming their nationality, someone who isn't about really making sure we're brought back into the constitutional fold of government to carry out Prophet Noble Drew Ali's mission, to carry out the law. Don't accept that being before your own life source flow. That's how you know when the blood's flowing. That's how you know you're alive. Hey, yo, the floor, Islam.
If thy brother is in adversity, assist him. If thy sister is in trouble, forsake her not.
Indeed, if one who is active, your brother is active, if he is bent over, turned over, if he's bent out of shape, turned, that's what adversity is. Look at the etymology. And if it goes into any other words, look at those other words. Look at those other terms. Stand next to him and stand him up. That's what assist is. So if your brother is bent and turned, he's out of shape, he's not being upright, and stand next to him and stand him up like he was a vine of grapes, you must be his trellis. And if your sister is in muddy thinking, because trouble, as you go and check the etymology of that, you'll see it will lead you to muddy thinking. Forsake her not. In other words, don't prosecute her. In other words, don't chase after her. Leave her to herself. When a sister is in muddy thinking and it doesn't seem like she's got it together, just leave her alone. Because what will get her right is loneliness. What gets your brothers right is standing next to them and standing them up. Two separate instructions that are helpful. And they work. But you got to try it yourself. And don't accept that stranger thinking. Well, I grew up like this, and so my family expect me to act like this. So, if I don't act like this, they're going to think I'm on some other stuff. They're going to think I'm fake and phony. They're strangers. I don't care how much they're your actual loved ones biologically. It's about mindset. But Joe, you said accept not a stranger before my own blood. You can look at them as your blood biologically, but they're not your blood spiritually. And as you get older, that's what counts more, because sometimes it'll be your own blood-related beings who are not related and bound by love and unity. And those would be the ones that still get you in trouble. Those would be the ones that still try to see you in handcuffs or in a coffin. So don't make this thing complicated, and study sincerely when giving references. So if your brother is bent, turned, out of shape, not upright, stand next to him and stand him up. If your sister is in muddy thinking, leave her to herself. Period. Look up the etymology of adversity, assist, trouble, and forsake. You tell me what you see. I yield the floor, beloved brother Islam. Number 5.
Islam. So shall fortunes of thy father contribute to the support of his whole race, and his care be continued to you all, and your love to each other.
Look at that. By these, dear fathers, dear processes, by these lessons, you can set your house in order so that the little ones will learn to love instead of hate. So the fortune, what's that fortune pertaining to the process? Doing things by the lessons that are taught by mother. However, mother needs to teach the lessons that are in chapter 1. I mean, stated in chapter 1. Well, actually, it's even before chapter 1. Talking about what lessons are in the Holy Quran, or the Holy Koran, as some would say also. So the fortunes pertaining to the process. What is that process? Love and unity. Bounded by affection. Contribute to the support of active energies, whole race. Sentient beings that are the children pertaining to that one process, and recognize that and aren't acting like strangers to that. That's who the race is made up of. And the care pertaining to that active kinetic energy be continued to ye all in ye love. How's it going to be continued? In love to each other. So it must be thoughtful, and it must be real and sincere. And as much as we would like it to be gentle and soft and pristine all the time, sometimes it isn't. My son wants to, him being under 1, wants to bite an electrical wire. First of all, it would be love to him to not even let him near it, let alone get his hands on it, bite it to electrocute himself. So the same goes for us when we are grown bodies, and we must make the proper decisions pertaining to love when it comes to our mothers and brothers, period. Hey, man, or hey, sister, looks like you're about to bite an electrical wire and you don't know it's 10,000 volts there. But this is what I'm going to say. Back away from it. And I mean it. You bet not touch it. Oh, I know. Excuse me. It sounds like I'm being harsh, but I'm not about to sit here and try to resuscitate you, but you let 10,000 volts go through you because you sat there and bit some electrical wire. Right? Any questions, comments, and or suggestions, Brother Sean? Going once?
Nothing for me.
Islam, bro. Let us see. Tomorrow we're going over Snoop Dogg, guys. I've been waiting for this one on Intuition Monday. Going over Snoop Dogg's natal chart. You don't want to miss any time that we're live. However, next day, I guarantee y'all definitely do not want to miss that presentation, right? coming up next day. Brother Derek Glash Bay says, Islam, everyone, Islam. Brother Derek Glash Bay. Slim Herman says, Islam, peace and love. Islam to you, Brother Slim. Mother Sahara, she says, peaceful greetings to everyone. Epic Studies, I think that's Brother Asar Ariel Bay. Peaceful greetings to you, beloved brother Islam. All righty, guys. Questions, comments, and or suggestions going. Twizzers. This is where I and Brother Sean say, be ye selves and donate, guys. Make sure ye do that. If you can't see, because I know I didn't put the description up for this particular video yet, but after, post-production, after this is complete, I shall. You can go to the video before this one, and you can see Brother Sean's Cash App as well as mine. He's 720 Astro Healing. All righty, for Cash App, the $, as you call it, the Caduceus symbol, but the $, 720 Astro Healing. And I, Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey, is the Caduceus symbol or the $, OurAstrologyStreet. All righty. So make ye donations accordingly. All righty. To do so. And we thank you all for joining us, guys. I know what we do, how we do. It's amazing. We're at about 408, if not 409 videos. All righty. And we're at chapter 25, guys. We started at chapter 48. We're at 25. Look at what we're doing. All right. And we're getting it down. Like I said, we should be complete by March 2024. We should be around chapter 1. Looking at, because 48 Sundays, right? From the time we got started. So, so far we are, technically, where are we? This would make 23 Sundays we've done so far, bro. So it sounds like to me. Sounds like 23 Sundays, right? So look at that, right? And 7 more Sundays, we would be like, man, we doing this for a month of Sundays, technically, right? I guess. All right. Anywho, that would be a 30-day month of Sundays. There's always 28, all right? Month of Sundays. So guys, no more questions, comments, and or suggestions. Going thrice. We are going to do our invocation now, Brother Sean. We're going to lead us on our invocation now, guys. We want you to extend all 5 appendages on the left hand, just the index and middle on the right. We're going to face east, directional east, which is metaphysically symbolic to going within. For east denotes within. Where is that at, Brother Hasan? I'm glad you asked. What's your Metaphysical Bible Dictionary? All righty, by Charles Fillmore, and look to the word east, and you'll see east is within. All righty. So with that being said, guys, going to have 5 on the left, 2 on the right, stand on the 45-degree angle, and you can repeat after Brother Sean, either aloud or in ye hearts. Islam.
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 Allah, the Father of the universe.
Allah, the Father of the universe.
Father of love.
Father of love.
Truth.
Truth.
Peace.
Peace.
Freedom.
Freedom.
And justice.
And justice.
Allah is my protector.
Allah is my protector.
My guide.
My guide.
And my salvation.
And my salvation.
By night.
By night.
And by day.
And by day.
Through his holy prophet.
Through his holy prophet.
Noble Drew Ali.
Noble Drew Ali.
Amen.
Amen. All righty, guys. Thank you all so much, guys. We love you all. We'd like to see you next day. Just typing something in the chat, guys. I don't want you to look at the top of my face, technically. I'm just typing to you guys in the chat. And we shall see you all next day, right, where we go in for Intuition Monday on Calvin Snoop Dogg Brodus's chart. We're going to have some fun with that, guys. And we would like for you guys to, check it out, see what it is that we go over, right? See what it is that we do. And we will tell you what, guys, as things happen, because, 7 Hill Star, at this point in time, guys, we are technically doing something every day of the strong, right? Instead of every day of the week, we're busy every day of the strong. And so we would like you guys to, unite with thy brothers, right? At least, by supporting us, as being here, donate, All righty. We already said what the Cash Apps are. You can check and see what they are. And then share this with your loved ones, guys. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure you hit like and tell your loved ones to do the same. Because really, at the end of the day, guys, we're going to continue to do what we do, tell the truth. And, you know, if it agrees with people, it doesn't, that's fine. We're just going to do what we're supposed to do in telling the truth and sincerely being your brothers. All right. Despite whatever is said out there, we don't care. We have a mission. In order to change the people, you must change their literature. That's our charge from Prophet Noble Drew Ali. All righty. No more questions, comments, and or suggestions, guys. We love you all. Make sure you rest and recharge well. Catch Iron Brother Sean next day, Monday, right? 25th, September 2023, as we go in on Calvin Snoop Dogg Brodus's natal chart. And this is where we say to you all, namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, 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 y'all. Peace and love.